Hello learners, in this tutorial I am going to explain how to install SQL Server 2019 version on Windows 10 operating system. First we will see how we can download this software. So by using this URL you can download the SQL Server 2019 version. So once you open your favorite browser and paste this link, then it will appear this web page. So if you scroll down, then you will get this area and you have to click on the download now button to download your SQL Server 2019 developer edition. So once you click on this one, it will download this small exe. It's about 5.7 MB, and once it downloads, it will appear in this way. Okay, so then you have to click on that exe file, and it will open this SQL Server 2019 developer edition installation window. So there are three options. So one is basic, other one is the custom, and last one is download media. So in this installation I am using custom installations. So click on the custom button, the middle. So once you click on the custom button, then it will display the SQL Server media download target location. So automatically it will download in the C drive SQL Server 2019 folder. If you want, you can change that location. So to download this one, you should have minimum nearly 9 GB free space. That file will be about 1.4 GB. So if you have that free space, then you can download that file into uh, given location. So then you have to click on the install button. Click on that install button, then automatically it will download all the files into the C drive. Okay, so based on your computer performance and the internet bandwidth, it will take some time. So once you download, automatically it will start this window. In this window you can do lot of task. For example, if you want to install your SQL Server 2019 versions, you can do that operation. And also if you want to maintain, if you want to do any maintenance stuff, then you can do, and lot of things you can do with this window. In this window, in this tutorial we are going to explain how to install the SQL Server 2019 version. So under second menu, there is a second menu called installations. Click on that installation menu, and it will display in this way. So after that, you have to click on the new SQL Server standalone installation menu. Then once you click on that, then it will open this window. Okay, so now you know this is the developer edition. So no need to enter the product key. By default they have given that product key. So simply you have to click on that next button. Okay, once you click on the next button, it will move to the next license terms window. So if you want, you can read out those license and license terms. So simply you have to accept that license terms by check that checkbox, and then you have to click on the next button. Then it will open to the it will open the Microsoft update. So if you want to check the available updates, then you can check on that checkbox. If not, you can leave it as default. Okay, so then you have to click on the next button. Then it will check the uh, installation rules. So there are some consistency validations and the computer domain controller and the Windows firewall and other uh, prerequisites they will check. But normally we have a warning for the Windows firewall. So actually it is not a major issue. You can ignore that warning and you can click on the uh, next button to continue the installation. So click on the next button, then you can see it will appear the feature selection list. So uh, because of we are selecting that customer mode, we can select the features. So simply you can select that checkbox and you can install whatever you want. So by default I have selected some features. So after that you can see root directory and the shared features directory, and the shared feature directory for 32-bit locations, it has pointed to the C drive. So if you want, you can change that location. But when you are changing, you should have enough memory for that specific location. So once you selected your features, then you can click on the next button to move to next window. Then you can see there is a instance configuration window that is very important. So when we are installing that SQL server, you have to configure the instance. By default, if you want, you can put your instance name as MS SQL server. But if you already installed the instance, then you can't have the duplicate names. So simply you have to use the unique names. In this case, my instance ID will be MS SQL Server 2019 version. Okay, so if you want, you can keep the default instance. So in these installations, I have given the instance ID as is MS SQL Server 2019. So simply once you enter that one, you can click on the next button. Then uh, in the next window, it will specify the Java installation. So if you want, you can install your JRE version, Java runtime environment. If you want, uh, already if you have installed, you can point your JRE installation location by check the second radio button. Okay, so if you want, you can install, or else you can point the installed location. So once you select that options, then you can move to the next window by click on the next button. So then you can configure the server configuration. So there are a lot of services enabled when we are installing your SQL server. So the service startup type you can change according to this. For example, some services I set as automatic and some are manual. So if you want to access this one, then before access this one, you have to manually start that services through the Windows services. So I keep as default and click on the next button. Then you can see there is a database engine configurations. That is very important. You can see there are two authentications mode. One is Windows authentication mode, other one is the mix mode. So when you are installing SQL Server 2019 version, better to check the second option, which is mix mode. So you can log as a SQL Server authentication as well as Windows authentication. So when you check that second radio button, that enter password and confirm password text fields will enable. So you have to give the password for those fields. So this password will be the uh, password for the SA. It means system administrator of the database engine. And also SQL Server for the SQL Server administrator, you can use the add current by click on this add current button as I highlight. Okay, once you configure the database engine, you can go to the analysis service configurations by click on the new button. Okay, click on this new button, then it will open the analysis service configuration. So for the analysis service configuration, I have select the server mode as multidimensional and data mining mode, because in the near future I have planned to do some data mining tutorials, so I have select that option. And after that, you have to specify the administrative permissions for analysis service. So I am using I'm going to add the current user. So my current Windows user, add as the administrative user for the analysis service configuration. So once you configure that one, you can click on the next button and it will move to the integration service scale out configuration. So for this you can keep as default, so port numbers no need to change. Simply uh, you can click on the next button, then it will uh, uh, display the uh, integration service scale out configurations worker node. So if you want, you can give that worker node informations in this window. So I'm not going to give any informations with that, keep as default. Then click on the next button, then uh, it will uh, display the distributed replay controller. For this I am add my current user for this. Okay, so to move to the next one, you can click on the next button, then it will uh, move to the distribute replay client. So in this case I'm not going to change anything, keep as default. So with the database development we are not going to do any changes or modifications with this configuration. So click on the next button, then you can see, if you want you can install Microsoft R open version with the installations of SQL Server. So by click on this accept button, if you want you can install the R open version. Then it will download some setup file from the internet, so you should have the proper internet connections to download those libraries. Once installed, you can click on the next button. Then likewise, if you want, you can install the Python for the SQL Server 2019 version. So once you installed, you can move to the next window by click on the next button. Then it will display the uh, summary which we are going to install. Feature list has listed. So if you scroll down, you can check the all the features which we are going to install. So if you are okay with that features, you can click on the install button, then it will install all the relevant features on your operating system. So you can see once you installed if you successfully installed your software, you will receive this window. So it means you have successfully installed your SQL Server 2019 Developer Edition. In addition to that, once you install your SQL Server, you have to install the SQL Server Management Studio to access your database. So in the next video, I will explain how to install SQL Server Management Studio in the Windows operating system. So if you have any questions regarding that installations, you can comment, and you can put your suggestions in the comment sections of this video. Thank you.